So hi everyone, and we are going to solve the LeetCode daily challenge today. Today we have a medium level problem. So we are given a string s and an integer k, and we need to find that if we can form k palindromic strings from the characters of the given string. So we are going to use some facts to solve this problem. Like suppose there is some we are talking about some string s. So the first fact is that if the length of s is equal to 1, then this will be a palindromic string. The second fact is that how can we know that a string is palindrome if we are given frequency of some characters. If the number of characters in that string, like each character in that string is occurring even number of times if it is occurring. If each character in that string is occurring even number of times, then the string would be palindrome. Also, if there is at most one character which is occurring odd number of times, at most one character which is occurring odd number of times. Odd number of times. At most one character. In example, you can see that this string A B C C B A, this is palindrome, and you can see that A is also occurring even number of times, B is also occurring even number of times, and C is also occurring even number of times. You can also see the string A B C D D D C B A. Here also A is occurring even number of times, B is occurring even number of times, C is also occurring even number of times, but D is occurring odd number of times, and there is only one character D which is occurring odd number of times. So that is why this string is also palindrome. So these two things you can remember for this problem. And apart from that, if we talk about only a single character, then the string A is also palindrome. Okay, so what we are going to do, like we'll count the frequency of each characters in this string, and we'll check that if that character is occurring odd number of times or even number of times. If that character is occurring odd number of times, suppose like this, so what you can do, like you have to create some k strings, so you can say that you have to fill k positions. So what we can do, we can pick this from the character which is occurring odd number of times. We can pick one character from it, like this E is occurring 5 times, so we pick one E and we create one string which is just E. Now this string is palindromic and it has only one character, and the remaining characters we can fill here. Now this string is also palindromic and it has even, because it has even number of characters. So this thing we can do. Let's understand the algorithm with this example. Like suppose in this problem we have, you can count the frequency of each character. For Q you have 0 frequency, for L you have 0, for K you have 2, for Z there is 1, E also there is 1, N there is 2, for W there is 1, for M there is 2, for P there is 2, for O there is 1, and for U also there is 1. Sorry, for K there is 1, and L also there is 1. So the length of the string is 15 and the k given for the string is also 15. So first of all we'll find which characters are occurring odd number of times. So Q is occurring odd number of times, L is occurring odd number of times, Z is occurring odd number of times. So you can form you have to fill 15 positions. So one string can be Q, the other string can be L, one string can be Z, this string can be E, then this string can be W, and one string can be O, and one string can be U. So you have removed this, this one, and these two, and you have filled 7 positions. So you have find out 7 strings which are palindromic. Now you are remaining with 8 strings. How are you going to fill these 8 strings? So we are left with these number of characters, like k is occurring even number of times, n is occurring even number of times, m is occurring even number of times, and p is also occurring even number of times. So now with this example only I'm telling you, like for different values of k, if only 4 positions were remaining, only these 4 positions were remaining, you could have created substrings like this: k k, n n, m m, and p p. Like this you could have created substring. If we want to fill 5 positions, we could have created this like this: kk would be one string, nn would be one string, mm would be one string, and p would be one string, and other p would be one string. If we want to fill 6 positions, we could have filled them like this: see, we can fill 6 positions like this. If we want to fill 7, we would have opened this n. If we want to fill 8, we could have opened this k as well. So for this the answer will be true, because we can fill these 8 positions like this. And if there are some extra characters remaining, like if it was like for value of m was 4 or 4, 6, 8, anything, those even characters we can adjust in any of the given case strings, because it will still keep the string palindromic. So the remaining positions, we can say remaining k should be, if the remaining k is less than or equal to the total number of characters, total number of even characters. Then we can always form palindromic. Like we can always fill this remaining k position with these even characters, and we will always have all the palindromic strings here. But if the remaining k was greater than this, then at max we could do this, and after that we cannot fill the positions of the remaining k. So in that case we will return false. So this is how this solution will go. So we can start coding this problem. The first thing that we could check is that if k is greater than the length of the string, then it will always return false, because if we use each character of a, even after that we cannot fill all the k positions. Then we can create a vector for storing the frequency of characters. and we could also add number of characters. Wait, first we'll calculate the frequency of each character. You can traverse the string s and you can update this frequency array. After doing this, we could store the number of characters which have odd frequency. So you will traverse this vector again, and if that frequency is odd, you will update odd chars. After doing this, you can check if the odd chars are greater than k, then you can fill all the k positions with the odd chars, and you will still have some characters left which have odd frequency. And if you try to adjust them in those k positions, the strings won't remain palindrome. So here you will return false. If the odd chars is equal to k, then you can fill all the k positions with this odd chars, and you will be left with all the even characters, the characters which are occurring even number of times, and you can adjust them anywhere. The strings will still remain palindromic, so you can return true here. After doing all this, uh, you can after doing all this you can check now you can place like all these from all these odd chars, you can pick one character and form some of these strings, because we know that odd chars is definitely less than k at this point, so we can form some strings using one character. So you can traverse this frequency array, and if the odd chars is greater than 0 and you can and the frequency is also odd, we can we can take one character from them and assign it one of the positions from one of the k positions we could assign them, and now these characters will become even. The frequency of these characters will become even, so we should also decrease the odd chars. So this is how we'll do that. And simultaneously you could also calculate the frequency of those even characters, the characters which are even. So characters which have even frequency, you can add their frequencies. So if frequency of I is, we can count them. This is how you will do this. And after doing this, also here you should have, like, you have placed all the odd chars, and after placing them you have some remaining positions. This remaining k stores that, and if remaining k is less than equal to even chars, then we can always fill these remaining k positions, and if we cannot, then we will return false. So you can submit the solution, and this is getting accepted. The time complexity of this problem will be, what loops are you using? Well, this will execute in at most 10 to the power 5 instructions. So I think that like while calculating the frequency, you will traverse the whole string. So from here you will get the time complexity of O of n. So I think the solution will pass. Like we have seen that it is accepted. So O of n solution will pass for this problem. So thank you for watching this video, and you can subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to receive any notifications. Thank you.